And our top focus on Newspoint today, amid an ongoing Ukrainian cross-border attack, Russian border region Kursk has announced a state of emergency. The acting governor of Kursk, Alexei Smirnov, announced emergency via telegram without elaborating on the measures it would entail. Now, reports suggest that intense battle is ongoing along the borders. Ukrainian forces have pushed to the northwest of the border town of Sudza, the last operational trans-shipping point of Russian natural gas to Europe. Russian President Vladimir Putin called it a major provocation.
We will have to start with the events in the Kursk region. As you know, the Kyiv regime has undertaken another large-scale provocation, is conducting indiscriminate shelling with various types of weaponry, including missiles, of civilian buildings, residential buildings, ambulances. Immediately after our meeting, I will have a meeting with the heads of the security agencies, the Ministry of Defense, the General Staff, the FSB, the Border Control Department of the Federal Security Service, and we will hear another report from colleagues on what is happening in the Kursk region.
The chief of Russia's General Staff, Valery Gerasimov, told Putin that Russian forces have halted a thrust by up to 1,000 Ukrainian soldiers, more than 3 times the figure that Russia's defense ministry had stated. According to Gerasimov, the advance was stopped by the actions of the units covering the state's border, together with border guards and reinforcement units, with airstrikes, missiles and artillery fire. A claim refuted by Ukraine, which said that the Russian units made no headway and in fact suffered significant losses as well, quote unquote. Meanwhile, the United States said it was seeking an understanding from Ukraine about the attack, claiming that the US had no advance knowledge of it. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said rules on Ukrainian use of US weapons authorized in areas over the Russian border remain in effect. However, it cleared that the ongoing Ukrainian actions against Russia that we just recently saw in Kursk are not in violation of the rules.
War cabinet, some want.
Now, for more on this, we were earlier joined by Peter Kuznick. We spoke with him on the evolving situation between Russia and Ukraine as the war only intensifies. He is the director of Nuclear Studies Institute at American University. Here is what he feels about Ukraine's attack in Kursk.
It doesn't make very much sense. I think everybody is scratching their heads and wondering, why is Ukraine doing this? What do they hope to accomplish? They are undermanned and outgunned in eastern Ukraine, fighting against the Russians. They need more reinforcements there. Why they are doing this, it could be to divert Russian troops away from the east to have to fight to protect the border, or it could be for psychological reasons that they haven't had any victories to claim for quite some time, and to show that they still have the capability to surprise Russia and to actually penetrate Russia. Maybe that's going to raise morale. But in terms of the long-run impact of what's going on in this war, this is not going to change anything. The other possibility is that they want to seize some of those oil pipelines. Now, that's a possibility. There's also a nuclear facility, but Russia has reinforced that. Both sides are claiming that the other side is suffering heavy casualties, but we don't know yet. It's too early to know what's really happening.